Hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. This is the Nothing Phone 1. So here we go. This is the Nothing Phone 1. I just got it today, so I have been using it for around 4 to 5 hours, and in this video I am going to be sharing my initial impressions about this smartphone. See, I feel that there are two ways in which a new tech brand can make a name for itself. The first way is to get all the big numbers down to a very affordable price. We've seen this with brands like OnePlus. Back in the day, OnePlus One generated a lot of hype because it offered flagship level performance at a very affordable price, and Poco did the same thing with Poco F1. So that's one way to create hype, get all the big numbers down to an affordable price, and Carl Pei himself has done this with OnePlus. Talking about Carl Pei, let's come to the second method in which a new tech brand can generate hype, and that's what Nothing is doing. Instead of getting all the numbers, they're trying to stand out with design and provide a solid experience. And I feel that this way is more effective because the brand is focusing on experience rather than numbers. And that's exactly what the Nothing Phone 1 is, experience over numbers. It all starts with a refreshing design. After a long time, we are seeing a refreshing design in a smartphone. Nowadays, every other smartphone looks the same, and honestly, this industry has been kind of boring for the past year or so. But not anymore. Enter Nothing Phone 1. This phone stands out, it's refreshing, and the design is top notch. Obviously, the main design element over here are the glyph lights. So you get a transparent back panel, and inside this back panel, you get a bunch of LEDs which look really cool, and they have some functionality as well. You can set various ringtones, and these LEDs will match to those ringtones. It works really well with first party ringtones. So the ringtones that you get by default in the phone, it works really well with that. Now if you want to use third party ringtones, you can definitely do that, but the glyph interface does not work that well with third party ringtones as of yet. Maybe with software updates it will get better. But yeah, the glyph interface is the main design element, and it definitely stands out, and Nothing has done a good job in terms of providing some functionality with it as well. Now apart from this, the in-hand feel of the smartphone is great. It does not feel bulky, heavy. In fact, it is a very comfortable and easy to use smartphone. It comes with boxy edges just like the iPhone 12. In fact, a lot of people would have confused this phone for the iPhone 12 if it did not have a transparent back and those glyph lights. It resembling the design of iPhone 12 is not a bad thing at all. It feels very good in the hand. Also, Nothing has opted for the flexible OLED panel, which means you get symmetrical bezels all around. Now these bezels are thick. They are not thin by any means, but they are symmetrical, so it looks good. Now talking about bezels, you get an incredible display up front. It's a 6.55 inches OLED panel and 120Hz refresh rate. The panel quality is great. Really good viewing angles, the colors are accurate, and it gets bright as well. Now it is not as bright as the Samsung flagships out there, but it is excellent for the price of this smartphone. So when you're consuming media on this smartphone like videos on YouTube, movies on Netflix, or in general Instagram Reels, then you will have an immersive experience because of that display. The display is one of the best features of this smartphone. I love the panel on Nothing Phone 1. Now with that being said, some people have already faced some quality control issues, like B-Bomb's unit had dead pixels, and some of the units out there also had green tint issues. Luckily, I have not faced these issues with my unit, so my unit is good, but if your unit has some fault, then definitely complain and you will get a replacement. What about performance? With the Nothing Phone 1, you get a Snapdragon 778G Plus processor. Along with that, you get up to 12GB of LPDDR5 RAM and up to 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. There is no micro SD card support over here. So if we go by the numbers, this smartphone does not hold up that great. But if we go by the experience, this smartphone holds up great. One of the major advantages over here is software. You get Nothing OS with the Nothing Phone 1, and this is almost stock Android. Nothing has not heavily skinned this OS, at least as of yet, and that is a great thing. Nothing OS is very lightweight, fast, and optimized. It is a pure Android experience, and that's exactly what I love about it. The experience is top notch. You do get Android 12 out of the box, and Nothing is promising 3 years of major software updates. So you will get Android 13, 14, and 15 with this smartphone. Software wise, wise, Nothing has done a good job. This smartphone does not feel laggy at all. It is a smooth experience, and day-to-day tasks like checking your email, replying to WhatsApp messages, browsing Instagram reels, or just watching YouTube videos, all these tasks are easily handled by this phone without dropping a sweat. Now with that being said, I have faced a couple of bugs here and there. I did get a software update, and after that update some of the bugs were fixed, but it's not perfect as of yet. Nothing has a lot of work to do in terms of software updates, and they should iron out those bugs. Now let's get one thing clear. This smartphone is not meant for heavy use. If you like to play a lot of games and do some heavy stuff on your smartphone, then this is not the one for you. You should go with a performance-centric smartphone. I would say that the Nothing Phone 1 is very well balanced in terms of performance. You can do casual gaming on it. If you're bored on a Sunday and want to play a game for a couple of hours, then you can definitely do that, but it is not meant for heavy stuff. I hope you get my point. This gets me to the cameras. On the right side, you get a dual camera setup. Yes, after a long time, I'm saying dual camera setup, and this is a true dual camera setup. Nothing has not opted for useless 2 megapixel cameras. You get 250 megapixel sensors, a main camera and an ultra wide angle camera. If we talk about photos, the main camera does shoot some good photos. Dynamic range is impressive, the photos are detailed, and the colors are natural. This is a very big point, that the colors are natural. They are not too oversaturated and not too undersaturated as well. I like the colors from Nothing Phone 1. But there is a big shift in colors from the main and the ultra wide angle camera. Where the difference is definitely noticeable, and the ultra wide angle photos does not have the best color out there. The photos are good, don't get me wrong, they are detailed and the dynamic range is impressive, but the colors could have been better. So if someone from Nothing is watching this, please push out a software update where both of these cameras will shoot similar colors. That would be the ideal scenario. But yeah, as far as my first impressions go, I'm gonna say that the camera setup is good. If I have to give a quick rating, I would give 7.5 out of 10. Yep, that's gonna be my rating for the cameras. As far as the front camera goes, the front camera is kind of disappointing on the Nothing Phone 1. It's not the best out there. Selfies are okay from the Nothing Phone 1. And I don't think that Nothing can solve this problem via software update. It is just how it is going to be. Selfies are just okay-ish. Now you guys might be wondering, what about battery life and charging? Nothing Phone 1 gets a 4500 mAh battery, and in my testing period the battery life has been great. I have been using it only for 4 to 5 hours, and in that testing period the battery life has been great. But obviously I will do my thorough testing and will make a full review about the smartphone. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for that, because you don't want to miss that video. But yeah, coming back to battery life, it has been impressive in my testing period, and the initial impressions about it are positive. As far as charging goes, you do not get an adapter inside the box, and that is kind of disappointing because Nothing had a good chance to provide the charger inside the box and get some extra points, but they did not do so, and they don't get extra points. An adapter should be provided inside the box, and that is very disappointing. So if you were planning to buy this smartphone, then please add the cost of the charger as well. That is very important. But on the plus side, you do get wireless charging with this smartphone. Wireless charging is extremely convenient, and I'm glad that Nothing is providing wireless charging at this price point. Not only that, you also get reverse wireless charging. So if you have the Nothing earbuds or some other earbuds or some other smartphone, you can reverse wireless charge it with the Nothing Phone 1. That is exciting. This gets me to other little things. This smartphone comes with an in-display fingerprint sensor, and the fingerprint sensor is fast and works like a charm. I did not face any issues with the fingerprint sensor. As far as speakers go, you get a set of stereo speakers, and the speaker quality is good. The bottom firing speaker does 80% of the work, so if you cover the bottom firing speaker, you will get very less volume. That's why it is just good and not mind-blowing. Nothing Phone 1 also supports NFC, so if you want to make payments via NFC, you can definitely do that using the Nothing Phone 1. So let's get to the main question. Should you put your money down for the Nothing Phone 1? I would say yes. It offers a very refreshing and good experience and does not focus only on the numbers. Now, as I said, there are some people out there who require the best performance, and those people should go for a performance-centric smartphone. But I feel that for 90% of the people, this smartphone will provide a very good experience. Clean and fast software, refreshing design, and the overall smartphone feels very good. My first impressions are extremely positive about the Nothing Phone 1. In fact, I am going to use it as my daily smartphone. I like it that much. Now, if you want to buy the Nothing Phone 1, I will make sure to drop a link to it in the description box below. So anyway, that's been it. This was my initial impressions about the Nothing Phone 1. Do let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section down below. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.